It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Dallas. It's the Commanders and the Cowboys on Sunday night.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from the Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They're going to look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Cowboys have struck first in this NFC title game. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. St. Clair shreds the tackle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down now, St. Clair on a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. St. Clair, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now back to throw. Wilson's got it complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the 1st. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. We're a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Well, Carter, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he completes it to Wilson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
complete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. This is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. On play action, they'll throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he goes out right around the 39. 2nd and 5. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle. Down to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, touchdown! Cowboys!
Great effort there. 37 yards. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Caught. It's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man complete, it's Taylor. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. St. Clair, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 19. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll run on 1st down. St. Clair. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And a completion to Wilson. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Garrett Wilson from 6 yards away. And the Commanders are back within a score. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And that one makes it 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 2nd of this first half, as he'll try again on 1st down here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that clock's going to be on the ground.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That is throw is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Pass to the sideline, pulled in, and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the first and goal.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
McCaffrey will get down close to the goal line, but not in, and as he'll be marked down at the 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Second and goal from the 1. He's going to use his legs here. It is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it's now 21-7. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Lee. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. He'll look to throw. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll look to throw again. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains. In the battle of the sea, you will take home that George Halas trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it is the Houston Texans are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Second down and 4.
brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw. Caught by Wilson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, St. Clair, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. St. Clair, and a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Garrett Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself, you don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Now this offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in a situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches. Here's the 2nd and 7. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, St. Clair. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 59 yards.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And a long run there in the end to top it off. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And this one quickly to land.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. They'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 33 yards that time.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance. And this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now he's got it. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb from 8 yards out, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. St. Clair, and he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jaden Reed, 50 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Now back to throw.
He finds Wilson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's up north of 100 yards receiving now in this NFC Championship game. And it's a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll run on 1st down. St. Clair.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to put one over his head as this game progresses.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Yeah, this won't be enough. Stop the yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance of the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that is coming at you, trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field.
And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter. This possession, gigantic.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
42 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That one goes for 8 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 31, here's 2nd and 5.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw again. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 10-year bet knocks it through the goalpost. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
They'll drop the throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
They'll look to throw here.
That's caught by Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Nice. Well coached. A team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
They'll look to throw again.
Going right back to Wilson.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Up the middle they go. St. Clair.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll keep it on the ground. St. Clair.
Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts.
As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 2nd down, St. Clair. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere.
Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, it's been about as evenly matched an NFC championship as I can remember. But in the end, barring something crazy, it looks like the field goal here is going to decide this ball game.
And there's no way that we could have asked for a better game to be a part of. And if this holds up, that kick is going to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl.
Celebration time in D.C., Washington, the NFC champs. As we say thank you for watching and good night.
On the conference championship for Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew. We'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.